All right, guys, so you got into solar cleaning. You want to know what brush you should buy? Well, we're going to find out for you. We got the Sola Tech 1000 and we got the Racestien with the SL39, X39. And this is the Sola Tech with the telescopic VCTE12. I think there's a longer one, and I think this one has a longer one. This one's a little bit longer than the CU, than the Racestien. And I also have this brush, which is the Sola brush from Sola Tech. This brush, you could take off the head from this one, and it literally plugs in to here. So, and it's also with pressure. You could also use pressure. The bristles are soft, just like this one. These bristles are a little rough, so they clean a little bit better, like bird poop and stuff, just being honest. But Sola Tech does the job just as fine. You just gotta be there a little bit longer. Most guys will be like, whoa, Racestien is better. You know, it cleans better, but it puts out a lot of water. Probably twice or 3 times more than a Sola Tech. So honestly, my honest opinion, I've used all of these 2 brushes, and the best option I would say is the Sola Tech. So why the Sola Tech? Well, because it uses less water. The bristles are soft. I don't mind spending another 30 seconds on a panel cleaning. You know, I could afford to lose that much DI water because I use DI water versus losing 10 gallons, you know, or 20 more gallons per panel or whatever, or per system, just for using the Racestien. But it's a good brush. Don't get me wrong. It's a good brush. It's got balls. And I like it. I like it a lot. But I like this one better. We're going to try this one out today, guys. All right, guys. First time ever turning it on. Let's see how it does. All right, guys. Not bad at all. This panel had already a scratch. But anyways, not bad at all. First pass, it looks like it got most of it. I really like it. It's not heavy at all. Yeah, it's a manual brush. Yeah, you're gonna have to move it. It's a little heavier than my first brush, but dude, this thing is cool. All right, guys, not gonna lie, I'm pretty impressed. I'm literally going over it one pass, and it looks like it's getting everything. And I'm not wasting a lot of water, so that's good. Really good. I really like this brush. You guys could be adjusting the pitch right here. You guys want to loosen it, tilt it up or down. That's pretty much it. Check it out, guys. Not bad, huh? Took about 20 minutes. All right, guys, just finished cleaning about 16 solar panels with this solar brush. Gonna give you guys my honest review. Honestly, this thing is pretty cool. For the price that you pay for it, it's actually a steal. If I could go back and take all the money that I spent when I started, I would have started with something like this versus like those Amazon poles and stuff that I tried putting pressure through. I blew so many holes. It was just a mess. If I could go back and do it all over again, I would start with one of these and then get my Sola Tech, honestly. But overall rating from, I don't know, I guess 1 to 10, how satisfied I am with it, I would have to say like a 9.5. Not a 10, just because Nobody's a 10 in my book. No, just because I think it was because of my pole. There is another pole. This is a telescopic, and there's a modular pole, which is lighter. The hose goes around it, and it's supposed to be like literally 3 times as light as this one. So as far as like putting a lot of elbow grease, I don't know if I'm just not used to it anymore. From just using the Solotech and a rotary brush. I'm just, maybe I wasn't used to it, but overall, I really like it. What sold me is this. So you could, I got a gooseneck on it. This is a gooseneck. It comes with this telescopic one. This sold me right here, guys. You could pitch it however you want. You're cleaning the A-frames and stuff. You're gonna sweep your house. No, but you want a small little pitch. There it is. You don't got a gooseneck. You probably want your brush like this. It's pretty cool, guys. Oh, another thing that I didn't like was this. I don't know if I was cleaning some uneven panels, and the panels, I ended up hitting one of them. Like, when you run into a panel, you hit a little bit. Well, this came loose. I don't know if it was because of the pressure just wiggling, I don't know if that was it or just new, but that was a pretty easy fix. It wasn't like I had to stop and turn off my water. It was just a quick little fix. I really don't know how much in debt this thing could do. Like, how far out can I pull it out before it gives out? But overall, 9.5. All right, guys, so I'm going to show you guys how the Solotech C1000 looks when it's running. So let's run it. All right, guys, so it's running. Really soft. Not a whole lot of water. It goes up to here. Got the splash guard that helps it. It's from the Racestien brush. All right, guys, so I will say that the Racestien brush overall cleans better, and is already equipped with this little valve, man. Look at this. So you can just turn it off from the head. Versus my Solotech, I have to use I forgot what it's called, but we call it the square valve. So it's basically this to turn it off and turn it on, and it'll go in between your end hose, which is the hose that's on the back of the brush, into your regular pressure washer hose. Yeah. So this being on behind the brush versus being on top of the brush is clutch. Another downside to this brush, honestly, it doesn't have a gooseneck where it helps you pitch like that one does. That one has a gooseneck on it. This one's just a straight brush. So you're having to literally clean high versus comfortable, This is where I clean with my Solotech, and I have to clean with this one high above my shoulder, which is not bad because it cleans a lot better, a lot quicker. J Racestien brush. I feel like it's cleaning a little slow. I'll run it with some water. But we normally had it at 2,000 PSI. That's probably what it's running at, probably a little bit lower. I have my Solotech running at 1,800 PSI. So You want to run this a little bit lower. It looks like it might be getting clogged up. Check it out.